toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Jayhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense has the ball first today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gentry. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Kansas offense has its first opportunity of the day. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Right back to the well. Got the 1st down and more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Willihan. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. If it works, they tried to follow up the big run with a pass, and it didn't work out for them.
Now, that might be a good job by the defense. You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, came up with a big sack the next play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was in that last game.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. That's the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Back open in the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. we like that matchup in space. And so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Cowboys really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third. Oh, he's got some space. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Willihan. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Jayhawks have their offense in high gear. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. Smashes through the tackle. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Jayhawks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's the handoff. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That's caught. It's Cade. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Balkinson. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Got it in the middle. It's Balkinson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Kansas! A great catch and run for 6. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Gentry. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Gentry. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Cowboys come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gentry. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Zings it complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the the drive with a turnover. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business. Give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out.
There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Willihan. Right down the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Spits it out to the back. Finds his target down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Fires to the middle. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing in on third down. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force third and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments and pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man in the middle. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's cross. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Keeps looking downfield. Rolling on the run. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Catch in the middle. It's Balkinson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. 6th play of the drive coming up. They're going to run it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Now on 2nd down. Right back to it. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. This offense doing business in the red zone. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Jayhawks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Caught over the middle. It's Balkinson. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Jayhawks once backed up in the shadow of their own goal post. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Going right to work up top. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Makes the grab. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. It's caught. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback keeper makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but...
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Dropping back, it's Willihan. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Man, it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because, you know, your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They're setting up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Cowboys come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Leaves it with the back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Big third down here, they need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Cowboys are on the move. Motion from the wideout. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Got his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught in the backfield. It's Perkins. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Michigan.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, and averts disaster by falling on his own fumble. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Pass interference. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Coleman. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to throw, it's Willihan. Fires to the big fella. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Jayhawks can really attack on this second and short. On the run, it's Perkins. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball.
Beck's going for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
35, Oklahoma State, 7.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He'll start this drive firing. Snagged out of the air. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here.